Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my precious pack, and welcome back once more to VEGA Conflict. Okay, first off, I want to apologize about the radio silence. That was not my intention, but I've been a little bit preoccupied in other games and just enjoying myself in them. But I need to get back in the swing of things with VEGA as well as with other games, and as such, well, here we are. Now, don't expect anything at the moment because it is extremely early in the morning for me because I just haven't gone to sleep yet because, well, forget the sleeping schedule. It's been thrown out the window and completely screwed over so many times that, everybody has to be used to that at this point around the channel. First off, let's go ahead and allow me to explain why I use cheap disposable ships repeatedly in tutorials. The first reason is because they're forgiving. Lack of sleep is going to be the death of me. But the cheap tutorials and the cheap ships and things like that in the tutorials, it's because they're forgiving of mistakes. A misclick won't cost you multiple hours of repair time. What it will do is it will send you back to your base, where you'll sit around for 6 minutes repairing your fleet. Then you'll go back out and you'll continue. The intention is to always be advancing. At the same time you're learning fine control. If you're already a professional player or you're a returning player, well, you already most likely have fine control. It's just a matter of advancing. And to advance, naturally you're going to want to take repair time, but if you're coming back from, let's say, the Demon Core season, and you don't want to take a massive amount of repair time, but you would want to actively play, well, you can use a cheap tactic, and you can use carriers, along with the cheap little ships like these, with the intention of just doing whatever you can to advance. The reason I recommend the Venoms is because 1 minute repair time apiece isn't all that long to wait so long as you have time, so possibly on a day off or something like that. Okay, with that out of the way, what's the game plan? Well, I've been playing Warframe and stuff lately, and I've been enjoying the Rising Tide update and just working on the Railjack. Been playing StarCraft 2 again with the intention of just enjoying myself, and I've actually been farming for some of the classic skins from a war chest. Again, enjoying that. Homeworld, they are billions. Basically, quite a few of the games I've played on the channel before I've just been enjoying quietly. And I don't need to be enjoying them quietly, I want to share them with all of you as well, once again. So this video will serve the purpose of just summing up what I'm doing and things like that, and getting everybody caught up, as well as getting me caught up. So, what's the game plan for the rest of today after I've actually had some sleep and I'm not running on, like, next to nothing and looking like I could just keel over dead in my chair any second? Well, the game plan is to go over the Decimation store later, as well as recommend certain fittings for certain ships, as well as prizes and things like that. Naturally, what I do with the overview videos. The reason there were no target videos this time around showcasing the new 109 and the 111 for the Obsidian targets, unlike what we did last time, since there's been a complete lack of videos since then, I actually haven't hit the new targets. I got them bookmarked, I took in a fleet of throwaway Corvettes and tested them, but I've actually been building up the operator fleet and continuing off of that. And because I'm not spending all my time in game, it's rather slow. On top of that, I've just been focusing on other games, as I said before. And I can't put all my time into VEGA when I want to enjoy some of them as well. So expect later today, after I've had some sleep and eaten, my stomach isn't gnawing at my spine, to have a video that's a little bit more screwball-y than normal, with the intention of just going through the prize list, and I'll rapidly recommend as I normally do, but I'll talk about each of them a little bit as well. And right after that, I see Xenozelts. They're going to be recommendable due to, well, their counter to Pharmacon. Especially with the Orator, if you allow it to be scratched. If you allow it to be scratched even in the slightest bit, and you allow the shields to take a little bit of damage, just a little bit, just enough to trigger, those little zealots will be able to hold the entire Pharmacon AI fleet out of phase, as well as start destroying them. Because, why not? On top of that, I'm going to be making a video tomorrow morning talking about the entire review for the Overseer targets. Well, not the review, going back through and revamping the fleets, because I'm not going to change the tactic to farm them, I'm just going to improve them from the fleets that I already had. As well as the behemoth that I was using, it needs to be updated as well, fitting wise in those videos to be more concurrent with what I was using and what I am using nowadays, because it's better. And it makes sense to update it. So those are just a few of the things to look forward to and expect. But that's going to do it before I fall asleep at my desk and just fall forward, just smack my head on something. I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I'll be back later with those videos and things like that, but that's just what you can expect. For now, be safe out in the void, happy hunting, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.